Hello, my name is Joe Ahn, and I'll be presenting general purpose question answering model with macaw. Macaw represents multi-angle question answering. This is a QA system developed by Peter Clark and his partner, just built on Google Transformer 5, and it can handle flexible set of inputs and outputs. Even though there are some models existed during these days, they're not like macaw. For example, a unified QA, which is designed for spam predictions and multiple choice selections. So macaw is very unique in this category, and it is freely available to public. So what are the features of macaws? Macaw's multi-angle question answering system can produce high-quality answers to questions. It is capable of generating questions to answer, and it allows output as an input to the system, and it can also produce multiple choice options and explanations. So what is multi-angle question answering? A model is trained across multiple angles for each dataset. Each dataset is considered as a set of slots with corresponding values. An angle is equal to set of source plots points to target slots with associated task to predict the values of target slots given the source values. Here underneath I have shown the input angles and output angle of a particular questions, and for each data set we collected a set of angles. So here are the available slots for macaw: the questions, answer, multiple choice options, context, and explanation. So here are the data sets and their corresponding angles that macaw is trained on. So how do we choose angles for data sets? So angle is chosen based on relative to one another. We train instances with many angles, iterate multiple times. And for a particular instance, for a training instance, if we encounter without sampled angle, then we're going to resample our angles and then train it again. This allows the model to handle training instances of heterogeneous datasets, which mean datasets with missing values. So how do we encode these angles? Macaw uses simple text format to encode these inputs and output angles. And here's the examples of input angles and output angles. So input angle includes the answer, the slots that we needed in our output angles. So you can see the explanations and answer and explanations were in our answer slots are put together with questions and multiple choice options slots in input, and in the output we have answer and explanation. So how does macaw decodes all these encoded angles? By default, greedy encoding is used, and for well-defined slots like answers, small beam search is used, and for open-ended slots like question generations, nucleus sampling is used. So it's now to test the model. I've used macaw large models for testing, and I have applied some angles that the authors provided, and this is screenshots of some angles that I have tested. So it's time to evaluate the model. The model doesn't always generate correct answer. The model struggles with questions on changing false state and false presupposition. For example, these are questions: what year did Tom Hanks land on the moon? And he gave me an answer in 1976. And below is another wrong answer for the question. In summary, the model is very impressive and very useful for researchers. And here are the references.